coming for this?
Yeah, he's coming on the 21st. I'm Manoj Patil, President of Goa Pickleball Association. On behalf of the Pickleball Association of Goa, I would like to welcome you all for this press conference. Sitting along with me is Ms. Vrushali Cardozo, Mr. Oberoi. We have Vishal, who is the secretary, and we have Mr. Shevde, who is an ex table tennis player and presently also playing pickleball and has recently won a tournament in Mumbai. The reason for calling the press friends here is that we are hosting the national ranking tournament from the 19th to 21st at Fatorda, the lawn tennis court at Fatorda. And we have got almost 250 players who will be coming from 13 states who will be playing in Goa. This is the first time pickleball tournament is being held in Goa. In fact, the Goa Pickleball Association was formed only a month ago, and we had 2 demonstration games, one in South Goa and one in North Goa, for the PE teachers of various schools and colleges and a lot of other people who were interested in playing pickleball. For you all to know what pickleball is, so I would request Overa to kindly tell a little more about pickleball.
Sure. So it's actually
Manoj Patil, President of Goa Pickleball Association. On 19, 20 and 21st of May, we are organizing the national ranking pickleball tournament at Fatorda, the lawn tennis court at Fatorda. And we have roughly around 250 participants coming from 13 states. And this event is being held in the morning from 7 o'clock till 10:30, and then evening from 5 o'clock to 10:30. Mainly because there's a lot of heat and we would not want the players to be playing after 11 to 4 o'clock. We have got players from Goa, roughly around 14 players who will also be participating in this game. Pickleball is a new game. Basically, it's a mixture of badminton, tennis and table tennis. It's a very easy playing game, and any age group right from 8-year-old to a 70-year-old can play this game. And on behalf of the Pickleball Association, I would request every Goan to come and have a look at this game. In fact, it is a game where you have less of stress and more enjoyment.
How many players will be? How many players?
We roughly have around 250 players participating in this game. Plus, tomorrow we'll have a clinic for the umpires to know more about the game, and also to see that this game is taken to the various schools, to various colleges and various institutions.
All the games will be held in Fatorda. In Fatorda only.
All the games will be played in Fatorda. We'll have under 14, we have under 19, we have men's, we have got under 35 and above, and we have got 50 and above. In girls, in boys and in mixed doubles. 25 minutes, and subsequently he has instructed his staff that one of his badminton court at home should be converted to a pickleball court. So he was really interested in playing the game. He played for 25 minutes. He had come for just inaugural, but he played for 25 minutes.
I think that's another benefit of this sport, that people with big houses can,
Like we have an under 14 event, we'll have an under 19 event. We have open for men and women. We have above 35 and above 50, both in singles, doubles and mixed doubles. So we'll roughly have about 25 events and 250 players who will be playing this game. We have a cash prize totaling to about 3 lakh of rupees, with the major sponsor being Engine, who is basically into athlete representation and performance wear company. We also have Natekar Sports, who is based out of Pune, who is one of the major sponsors, and we'll have Gaurav Natekar, who is an Arjuna awardee, who was a national champion in tennis for many years, who will be coming for this event. We will also have
the ball, I mean, it's a plastic ball, as you can see. Roughly it's between 140 to 160 rupees, and it can last for a long time. Paddles, of course, there are different price range. You have wooden paddles which are as cheap as 800 to 1,000 bucks. But then these kinds are a little bit more expensive. They could vary between say 1,500 to even 12,000, depending on your skill level and the kind you want to use. Of course, now because of the popularity of the sport, a lot of the brands have jumped into the market. Chinese are never behind. So in fact, this one is a Chinese brand I'm holding right now. which a lot of people have started buying. It's around 4,000, 5,000, something like that. This one is slightly more expensive. So I think slowly there is a demand. Of course, a lot of people are buying it online, but you also have private dealers, especially sitting out of Jaipur. So right now I think the four, now of course Goa is going to be more active in pickleball, but before Goa it was Delhi, Bombay and Jaipur, which have been the front runners when it comes to pickleball. I've been hearing now the sport is also gaining popularity in a place like Manipur. So as you can see, it's reaching everywhere. It's easy to pick up. As the gentleman said that it's a combination. I mean, if you're a tennis player or a badminton player or a table tennis player, you'll pick it up easily. And of course, ma'am was just observing that this sport also has no age, in the sense that it's easy on the legs and knees. So for say 50 plus can also easily play. Last weekend there was a tournament held in Delhi where you had the doubles champion were one guy who was 18 years old and his partner was 65 years old. So they won the tournament. As you can see, here as a tennis player you have to think about having a proper opponent and a partner. But when it comes to pickleball, we can just pick it up right now and go out and play. It's of course you need to develop your skill, but as I said, it's a social sport, and Goa is very social, and a lot of people come here to have fun, and I think this can be a great addition to their lifestyle out here.
How many players come to Goa participate?
Right now, for this particular tournament, National President of Pickleball Association of India, Arvind Prabhu, who has been recently elected as the World President from among 73 countries who will be coming for this particular event. Any other question you would like to know?
In America, it's a combination of tennis, badminton and table tennis. A lot of tennis players and badminton players have started taking a liking towards this sport. It's a great social sport. It's an ageless sport basically. You need these kind of paddles to play with a plastic ball. It's very light. It's very light on the knees and ankles. So it's become a sport which is spreading across pan India. On an average in these tournaments you have 250 to 350 people playing regularly. And in fact in America, between 2019 and 2021, the sport's popularity has grown by 40%. It's a sport that has a lot of heartbeat. Your heartbeat is like raising at a very fast level. So you tend to, on an average, 1 hour of doubles pickleball, you burn about 354 calories. The sport rules, well, they're simple. It's like your old school badminton rules. Back in the day when we used to play 15 points and you could only win on your serve. Here, also it's the same, but it's an 11-point game. So I mean that's what it is, and it's we, under the able leadership of Mr. Patil out here, we envision to have pickleball as Goa rather as the hub for pickleball going forward.
Yeah, thank you.
How many participants from the Goa are participating in this?
Goa.
In this, we have, as of now, about 13 players, 14 players from Goa who will be participating. Because it's just a new sport. First time we have introduced, but I think by next tournament.
Mr. Sandeep Heble said, I've been playing tennis and table tennis at a national level, and I got recently introduced to pickleball a few months back, maybe end of January. And ever since I held the paddle for the first time in my hand, I could not stop playing the sport. It's like an addiction or a healthy addiction. And then because of my table tennis and tennis skills, I could play this at a good level. So I started practicing seriously, and recently I participated in Mumbai for the All India Pickleball tournament, and I got silver medal in doubles. So one more thing, I really appreciate the association for having this national ranking tournament in Goa on our home ground along with IPA, so that we players like us, Goan players, get motivated and we get a good boost out of it. Thank you.
Aditya, if you can just tell
Yes.
us. This is being done in association with Sports Department and Sports Authority of Goa.
What is the financial support?
Right now there is no financial support from the government of Goa. But we are also doing basically a camp wherein we'll have teaching the sport to various PE teachers, to various other interested people in this particular sports, so that we can take these sports to various associations, to various housing societies, to various hotels. So more and more players can play this game.
Top players कोण होते इंडियाचे top men women players नाव थोडी.
Yeah, Sandeep, if you can just come and just explain.
List of them.
Yeah. We just go through. In at the indoor stadium, we had the SP North Nidhi who had come to play the game, and we also had the Secretary Sports who was watching the game. So immediately the next day, there were two badminton courts at the government quarters, Altino. So immediately they felt the need of having a pickleball court. And within 3 days, a badminton court, one of the court was replaced into a pickleball court, and they bought the paddles online, and now they have started playing there. The kids are playing, the secretaries are playing. Similarly, there has been interest from two schools who want to have a pickleball court in their school.
Is played on the wooden court or the synthetic court?
Synthetic.
Synthetic court. Others you require just a hard.
Comparative synthetic court or a wooden?
Which one? Altino is a normal cement court. It's a cement court. It was a badminton. There were two badminton courts. So one of them is converted to a pickleball court. We have just painted the a court into a pickleball court. It's a normal cement court.
Fathoda is on the synthetic court.
It's again a tennis court, cement court. It's not a synthetic court. It's a tennis court, but we are getting the mats there. We are putting mats on that.
So typically it's on asphalt or concrete.
Thank you. The singles players who will be in action are Tejas Mahajan from Maharashtra and Snehal Patil, who are both the reigning Asia champions. And they will be joined by Sonu Kumar Vishwakarma from Jharkhand, Isha Lakhani from Maharashtra, who has also been a tennis champion in the past, Avinash Kumar from Bihar. Doubles category will witness formidable presence of players such as Yuvi Ruya, Mayur Patil, Rishali Thakre and Himansh Mehta. In the veterans 50 plus category, there is celebrity nutritionist Sarita Dowry who is going to come here. Sandeep Taude, national gold medalist, will also be one of the key players to watch. And Goa players to watch out for will be Nishad Shevde, who has been a very formidable table tennis champion in the past. You heard Nishad and Tejas, his brother, dominating the table tennis circuit for many years. And they are also into tennis. And recently Nishad is now shifted to pickleball, or I would say also playing pickleball along with the other sports. And we expect him to be one of our key players who we could hope to win a medal for Goa. And there will also be Noel Narona in the veterans category. Noel Narona is also a very big name in table tennis, who also plays pickleball. So Noel Narona we could also count for as among the probables to win a medal for Goa in the veterans category. So besides this, there will be a lot of players who will be coming from various different states, and pickleball, as you know, is a growing sport, and Aditya is also working hard. He recently shared his video, so we hope that he will also be among the medals in the 35 plus.
I plan to cause a couple of upsets, so watch out for me. I'll be the dark horse. Okay.
Yes. Nishad could probably share.
Tell about the timing.
Thank you.